Hey, what is going on guys, VexinatorPlays bringing you another Infinite Warfare video. So this is my top R3K class setup. So this will be a stealthy kind of class, as I think in Infinite Warfare that's definitely beneficial. The game is quite chaotic and everyone's just running around spamming a lot. So if you can just stay more towards the back of the map, take your time, crouch behind corners, stuff like that, it really will help you, and I definitely recommend taking that approach with not just this class, but all of your classes. Now the R3K is a 3-round burst energy rifle, and the description reads, each burst applies extreme stopping power at precise intervals, and that is exactly what this weapon does. It's very powerful. It is one burst to kill at pretty much medium to long ranges, and if you're going for those headshots, it will always be a 1-round burst. So this is a very powerful weapon. It's got a pretty large magazine, and it's just pretty much my favorite assault rifle to use at the moment. Now I haven't unlocked some of the later ones, so I'm not sure if it's the best, but for me personally this is the best if you're at those lower levels and you still haven't ranked up yet, as the game has only been out about 24 hours. Okay, now what sight to use? So this is pretty much up to you. Now I prefer using the reflex just because you unlock it early, and it's just, you know, the standard basic, and it's just pretty much my favorite. But if you don't want a sight, you want to actually use the iron sights, which you can because they are okay on this weapon, then you can put a secondary weapon in the class. Now personally, I don't like doing that. I don't really use a secondary much. I usually just rather melee. I definitely think a red dot will be more beneficial, but like I said, it's just really up to your choice. Now the attachments. The first attachment we've got here is quick draw, because as you probably know, this is an assault rifle and the hipfire spread is pretty terrible, so you want to always be ADSing when you're going for those shots. And you want to be getting all 3 shots of the burst on the player. So for that you definitely need to be ADSing, and this just makes it a bit quicker and a bit easier to do. Now the next attachment we have is suppressor. Now like I mentioned, it's definitely beneficial to play Infinite Warfare with a more stealthy approach and a bit more tactical, because everyone is just running around spamming and it's quite chaotic. So if you just continue that, it's quite difficult. You can't go on many streaks, you're dying a lot. So to counter this, just be stealthy and definitely use a suppressor. Not just on this weapon, but on pretty much all of your classes, I recommend running suppressor. Now the final attachment we've got here is stock. So this is to go with ADSing with the quick draw. If you're going to be ADSing, you want to still be able to aim at a decent speed, you know, walk around corners while aiming, stuff like that. So stock is always necessary, I think, if you're using quick draw. Now for the secondary, like I mentioned, this is really up to you. You can put whatever you want here, but I would recommend leaving this blank and going with the red dot on your primary weapon. Now for grenades, I only have one, and this is a tactical grenade, and this is the personal radar. So basically you just press the button for this, you know, left bumper, E, whatever it is, and it will pop up a little circle in the bottom of your screen with an arrows pointing around, and this will basically just point out where the closest enemy player is, or where a few of them are, and it shows you which direction they're coming from, and if they're from behind you, because in this game you will die a lot from shots behind you. So many people shoot you in the back and it's quite annoying. So this helps you counter that. You can, you know, spin around, you can find them, you can hide, whatever you want. It just definitely helps if you don't have a UAV up. I personally love this in all my classes. I just use it all the time and I think it's really great. Okay, so on to the final part of this class, the perks. Now all 3 of these perks are very tactical perks. They're very stealthy to go along with that suppressor and the tactical we have there. So I definitely recommend using stealthy perks. You might not have to use these exactly, you can change it up a bit, but the ones I've gone with are Ghost, which makes you invisible to radar pings and UAV and stuff like that. My second perk is Cold Blooded, so you're immune to thermals and detection system, and enemies can't see your name above your head. So again, even if they're aiming down and you're at the back of the map, you know, quite far away, it just means they might miss you or they'll find it difficult to hit you. And this is just, again, pushing that stealthy kind of feel to this class. And the final perk we have is Hardwired. So this means you're immune to EMP effects, and it blocks equipment or abilities that outline you. So again, you just won't stand out as much, you can blend in a bit better, but just go for the really stealthy perks and you pretty much be set. Now that concludes this class, guys. Please leave a like down below if you enjoyed this or this class has helped you. Leave me a comment if there's anything you change in this class that you might think you could improve on it, or if there's any other videos you'd like to see, any other class setups, please let me know down below. It's really appreciated, guys. And that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching. Hopefully this class setup has helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.